excited about this release. I feel like my upbeat songs get a lot of play as far as like streams, so that's nice. But I feel like it'll be easier if they're all in one place for people. Albums are not really listened to the way they used to be. Like, people would put on an album and press play from top to bottom. I mean, that's how I listen to projects still to this day, but that's because I'm in my 40s. So yeah, I'm older, and that's the way we listen to projects. Our favorite artist would release a project and we would listen to the whole thing from top to bottom. But that's now all singles and all that stuff. So this is gonna be like, kind of like that kind of idea. All my fast, upbeat, fun, la songs all in one place for everyone to listen to. I'm gonna try to release a lot of content around it, a lot of summary content. We'll see how far I get with that. It's really dependent upon who I can get to film me and their schedules. And of course I do everything last minute because ideas come to me last minute. The track listing for this album is going to be starting with All to Myself, which is a bop, if you ask me. It's always been a favorite of other people's when they listen to my album Hearing Things. It's funny because when I made the song, I thought it was a bop too, but I didn't think it was gonna get the response that it did. I'm not gonna sit here and say it got millions of streams, but as far as like when people listen to the album, they come back with that song because it's upbeat and it's fun. The second song is probably going to be Fight Dirty because it's the new song, and I want to introduce people to a newer sound and kind of like newer stuff that I was working on. Now, when I say new, that song Fight Dirty was written probably, 2018 maybe, and it was mixed in 2020-ish. During COVID, I had like a lot of my records mixed because I didn't know what I was doing with COVID and everything. I didn't know if I was going to release music again or like what the world was doing. I had a lot of my records mixed at that time. So Fight Dirty came out of that mixing time, and I just never released it. It was around the same time as I Read Your Diary and all those records. I had it all. Fight Dirty's fun, and then we're gonna go right into I Don't Get Crushes, which is a fun record. I did a video for that. It was supposed to be like a Snapchat, TikTok idea. I always have grand ideas about what a video should look like. I always wanted the I Don't Get Crushes video to be in an arcade because I'm a big kid, and I just thought it would be cool to have it like, you know, playing games and stuff like that, because that's kind of the whole point of the song. Do you want to play a game? I'm kind of like the Taylor Swift meets, I don't know. The whole I Don't Get Crushes persona is very playful and fun, so I wanted it to be playful and fun. That never happened, so I just kind of released a I Don't Get Crushes in the meantime video, which a lot of my videos are because of budgetary reasons. So this angle is giving nothing. So what else can I talk about? Oh, the next song. The next song after I Don't Get Crushes is Statue, which is a straight bop, if I do say so myself. It's funny, like, I've probably written 2 or 3 songs in my life that I thought, like, when I wrote them, I was like, oh, that's a cool record. And one of them was Heart of Gold, which is also on this compilation album. And the other one is Statue, because when I wrote the hook for Statue, I was like, oh no, that's catchy. Like, I have video of it.
So I just wrote this song like 3 seconds ago. I'm pissed that I didn't tape it, but I really like it so far.
Of me like just coming up with it, and I was like, oh, this is cool, like this is very catchy. And I've gotten a lot of feedback from that song of people saying, oh no, that's a catchy record and all that stuff. It wasn't originally slotted to be on this compilation album, but the topic is not like summery fun love whatever. It's about a celebrity who's like disillusioned, so it's not like topic wise, it's not like, oh yeah, this is a fun record. It's very dark topic wise. I talk about rehab in it and stuff, so it's not, you know, it belongs on the album because it is an upbeat fun record. On the album is Headache.
My grade is on the way. What you got me on a headache. Need a cure for your love.
which is just a bop. And yes, I'm gonna say bop too many times on this little video. So Headache is a song I released 2 years ago now. It was always a favorite of mine. I wrote that in 2017, I think. Recorded it in 2018, kept it in the vault for quite some time, and then released it with a video that's very camp. I've got short hair in it, short black hair, which is a vibe. It was my look for the time. And it's cool, it's cute, it is what it is. It's giving camp. The song is Fall Out of Love. Fall Out of Love was a song I recorded and wrote when I was like 20. So it's an old song. The reason I'm including it is because I re-recorded it and re-released it in 2012 underneath the full remix, which is Fall Out of Love. FOOL is Fall Out of Love remix. Clever. And it's because we redid the music completely. We redid the vocals completely. I don't really remember how it did as far as like, because you could download, like I was encouraging everybody to download it, but like who cares? I was really wanting the streams, so I don't remember how it did. It didn't do fantastic, I mean, but I've always liked the song. I always thought it was a cute song. So yeah, Fall Out of Love. Fall Out of Love goes Headphones, which is also a summery fun jam, if you will, about, you know, if people are getting on your nerves or the world is coming at you, just put on your headphones and music will be your savior. The lyrics are kind of like deep, I guess, for a pop song. Talk about like being like oppressed, basically. I mean, I don't use the word oppression, but like I basically talk about, I'm always impressed by how Lady Gaga just like spits out her lyrics. She's probably written 1,000 times more than I have. She's way prolific, but I can never recall lyrics. Like, I'm the worst. I've written hundreds of lyrics, thousands of lyrics at this point. What am I talking about? But I can never like pull them out. They're songs. If I start singing it, I can, but like I can never just like verse them. I can't, like, my brain does not compute. For every time they said no, I put on my headphones. That's the club of headphones. That's as good as it's gonna get for you guys. The next song is On the Rock, which is my song about a guy that I dated that was like an alcoholic, and it's like a fun song though. It's about a relationship that's on the rocks, but it's like I'm talking about alcoholism and it's being on the rocks, and he had all the power in the relationship. It's funny because it's not funny, but I found the lyrics like years later, and I was like, oh no, this is it's about a relationship that's on the rocks, but it's like talking about alcoholism and it's being on the rock. He had all the power in the relationship. It's funny because it's not funny, but I found the lyrics like years later, and I was like, oh no, this is fire. Like, let me try to put this to some music. And I was like in a good mood though, like when I was reading the lyrics. So like the music was upbeat in the original demo, and I was like, oh, I can't change this. Like, this works, you know? Like, I'd rather have my love straight up, you know? I don't want it on the rock is kind of the vibe there. And I agree. I'd rather have my love straight up. I don't need a watered down love. I need a true straight love, was the point of that record. And then after that is Up in the Air. So Up in the Air is a record that I don't really remember how that came about, but I know it was in my brain. Like, there was no demo for it. I just had the music and the melody in my head, and I ended up bringing it to my guitar player, who was also my boyfriend at the time. He wrote the guitar parts for it, like the chords, you know, we figured out the chords and all that. But it was cool because at that time, I think I was just collaborating in that people would bring me chords and people would, so it was cool to like have written this song from the ground up. It wasn't something that like started in somebody else's brain. It was all my kind of doing in terms of like chord changes and, you know, everything was there. So, and then we brought it in the studio, obviously, and then Don made it into a real song. So that's cool. That is the song called Stale. Stale is one of those records that I've always had a soft spot for. The video's fun. It's got Barbies in it, and it's like a whole theme about like a woman who's doing everything for a man, and at the end she flips out because she's like, you know what, I've done everything for you, but this love is stale. Like, I'm bringing you all this love, I'm bringing you all of this stuff, and you're doing nothing. It's stale. The record though, I've always thought Drake should be on it. I know that's crazy, but like, and I don't even listen to Drake like that, like, but I've always thought the beat and the everything would fit Drake's voice so well. Hey Drake, if you ever want to jump on a track from a nobody. After Stale is Counterfeit. Now Counterfeit is kind of an interesting record. It started out as a piano record, like it was literally me singing over a piano and rapping over a piano, and Don never heard it. He just heard me singing Counterfeit. So I just sang, you know, the verses and stuff like that, and he started playing like a beat, and I was like, what is this? Not in like a bad way, just like a, I can't believe you got that out of what I just sang. And he started playing this beat, and he's like, do you want it to be a piano ballad? And I was like, I want it to be what you hear, because I trust what he hears over what I hear sometimes. Now sometimes if I'm set like, no, this is a ballad, like let's not play, and I sang it wrong or something, for our purposes it turned out really well. If there's one song I would want people to listen to, it's Counterfeit, because it's so different. It's not like it's hard to even explain the record. It's like a mid-tempo upbeat with horns in it in the middle, which is fire. They come out of nowhere. It's like, okay. And then yeah, it's just a cool record. Designated Lover is about being sober on the road of love, and being somebody's designated lover is like a metaphor for like, I got this, like I got you, we're partners on this road. It's cool. Lyrically, it's one of my favorites because it's simple, yet it's deep. I just love it. Got a guitar solo in it that's really 90s, I think, or even 80s. Greg did a great job on the guitar solo. I had him rip like 4 or 5 guitar solos for it, and then we placed, so it's the same guitar solo. For those of you, this is a secret, but it's the same guitar solo, like meaning we had him rip 5 different versions, and then we placed 2 of them. They're not the same, but like they're the same variations of them in the song. So one's in the guitar solo and then one's at the end. So it's like you're not hearing the same exact notes, but it's like the same try, just a different take. So it's really cool. I love that part of the song. I'm always like, ooh, it's the same guitar solo, but like, nah, he tried it again. I love that part. Song is The Kind of Love You Read About. The Kind of Love You Read About was written from a place of like, I know I'm gonna have the love that I desire one day. And it's funny because a friend of mine was encouraging me not to write that song. He was like, won't that depress you? And I was like, no, the opposite. It will make me faith-filled, because it will make me design the man that I want to ultimately be with, and then I'll know when he enters my life, oh, it's the kind of love I read about, you know, whether that's in magazines, like I say in the song, magazines and fantasies, or in the Bible, I mention a man that I can pray about or pray with. The last song on the record is going to be Heart of Gold, which is a record featuring my man Shafe. I love this record. It's super fun. It's probably the first record that I was like, this is the one I always talk about, where I'm like, oh no, I can write cool songs. Like, I never thought the songs I wrote were like cool. I just thought they were songs that people would never listen to be perfectly honest. But Heart of Gold was like, oh, this is cool. Like, this is a summery, fun record. So yeah, I hope you guys like it.
Now tonight, oh, you lay